Hi folks, by now you know this device is a USB modem. It supports 4G LTE and 3G speeds, 150 megabits on the 4G and 42 megabits on the 3G. And our routers here support these devices very well. And we are continuously adding support for such devices in our firmware development. However, we've added support for the very first time now, a whole new category of connectivity device to the mobile network, and that'd be a mobile hotspot. As you can see here, this device is basically a pocket router which has a SIM card holder, a built-in 4G and 3G module, and it's got Wi-Fi as well. So when you're out and about, you can connect all your Wi-Fi gadgets to this mobile hotspot, and you can remain connected for a few hours. If you're on 3G, it actually consumes less power and prolonging the battery time. So the issue is, however, when you come home, and because this device has limited Wi-Fi coverage and only 5 to 10 Wi-Fi clients can connect to it, it also gives only 25 to 30 megabit 4G speed. Now I know that sounds like a lot to you, many people out there, but in the grand scheme of things it's not going to get any faster because the limitation is actually on the Wi-Fi, even though the module inside can handle much higher speeds. So where is the actual speed going to come from this? And that's going to be right out of the USB port. So we plug in, and the first thing that you'll notice is that the router is now charging the device. So you're getting the batteries filling up now thanks to the electricity, the current that's coming out of the USB cable. That's a very good bonus to have. Now if you connect all your devices, or you disconnect from this and you connect to that one instead, then you can have up to 32 Wi-Fi clients connected. You'll go from 25-30 megabits of speed to anywhere between 40 and 80 depending on which setting you're using in the router, either 20 megahertz or 40 megahertz. And you'll also get access to Ethernet, so Ethernet ports. As you can see here on the Dovado Pro, we have 4 yellow Ethernet ports for the local area network, or LAN, and there's 1 port, just like on all of our routers, for the fixed broadband network, or WAN, wide area network. And if, for instance, if you have an intention to use this router for your fixed broadband, you can have a failover, an automatic failover option towards mobile broadband thanks to this. So for instance, if your DSL or Ethernet at home dies for the hour or the evening, you can hook up one of these and you can connect to the internet in that manner. So, and of course, when you head out the door with this device, all you have to do is disconnect, put it in your pocket, and surf to that. Now, we've been very good at adding support for USB modems up to now, and we decide to carry out that tradition also on these mobile hotspots. So we have dedicated our resources in adding support for not only one brand such as Huawei, but we've also added support for Sierra Wireless, as you can see here, the Telstra version in Australia and the AT&T version in the US. We've also added support for a third brand, ZTE. Here's the MF91D from Telstra in Australia, and the MF93D in Telenor's network here in Sweden. And though we support these devices, we do like to throw out a word of caution that if you intend on using this kind of combination for a prolonged period of time in a remote setup, for instance, then we do not advise you to use a mobile hotspot because it contains a battery. And for better or worse, a battery will keep this device running even if it were to crash or disconnect. And our routers have smart USB ports allowing us to electrically repower a USB modem, but we cannot electrically repower something that already has its own power source, being a battery. So If you have, for instance, a server on the other side of the country that's hooked up to the router or webcam or whatever, and you want it to be connected continuously, then use a USB modem. So, firmware 7.1 is now available. You can download it off our website or do a live upgrade straight on the router, and you can enjoy this setup. Thank you very much.